Modern technology.
Yeah.
I'm Chris Mcdonough, a retired homicide detective. I've interviewed thousands of people, from serial killers to ministers. Welcome to the interview room.
Hey, aloha, everybody. Welcome to the interview room. I don't know if you folks can hear me or not. We've got kind of a rough connection going on here, but that's okay. If you can hear me, can you go ahead and give me a 1 or a number 2, just so I can make sure that everybody's, yeah, exactly. Richard, exactly. If you folks can, 1 or 2 out there in internet land, welcome. Welcome to tonight's program. As you can tell, I want Mary Richard for being here, and kind of everybody. Thanks so much for coming in here. Richard, somebody said Richard. I guess that's a good. I'm getting today, so can't understand you. All right. So let me, you folks stay here. What I'm going to do is, because I'm not important tonight. Tonight, this is Maya's night, and what we want to do tonight is talk about some of the great things going on with Richard and Mary Chris, and then some of the really exciting things happening in the search efforts coming out, hopefully by coordinating with some meetings with the Chula Vista Police Department. I know that, we're hoping from our perspective anyway, from the family, from their perspective, that we're going to have a great meeting with Chula Vista PD next week. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So this is a good step. And we're going to be grateful that, hopefully you folks will be able to, coordinate some efforts together. Let's see how that unfolds. That said, so one of the things I want to thank you guys for this week, to let everybody know, when I went over to see Mary Chris and Richard, they were so gracious. They had a whole, the old Hawaiian style food just sitting everywhere, and even Mary Chris was so sweet to give my Karen some flowers, and we just had a great time together. We went through some old photo albums. We shared some tears, and we shared some laughs, and I've made some just amazing friends here, just as I knew, just seeing their spirits and watching them over the last 4 or 5 months. And I know you guys are out on the search right now, so you're actually on the phone searching and down in the Chula Vista area, some areas up there, and we've got a lot of people here that are sending their love to you. And so if you're just joining us, go ahead and tell us where you folks are watching in, so that Richard and Mary Chris get an idea of where you're at in the world. So go ahead and tell us where you are. And I just want to also tell our mods tonight, while that's going on, how grateful I am for each of you making this channel what it is. I mean, without you, keeping this chat classy and being respectful to everybody, we couldn't do it without you. So if you take a look at some of the answers coming in here: Florida, Arizona, New Brunswick, Canada, Maryland, Virginia, Ohio, Denver, Ireland, Europe, UK, Kentucky, Illinois. They're from all over the world, guys, and they're here for you. And everybody here, San Diego, Rancho Cucamonga. See, I even know how to pronounce that, Rancho Cucamonga. It's not, Vancouver, Indiana, Midland, Texas, Chile. Wow, how about that? San Jose, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Crossville, Tennessee, Kokomo, and the list goes on. Thank you, folks, so much for being here tonight for this beautiful family. So, got a couple of quick questions for you. How are you holding up today? I know you've been out there for 2 days, and you've been doing a lot. So, tell me how you're doing and what you're feeling.
Well, thank you for having us, Chris, for today. We're really, really, grateful for all you do. It's been a rough week, for this month for mainly me. It's my sister's birthday on the 1st, and Mother's Day just passed, and it's been tough. Yesterday and today we did couple searches. We did a search all day yesterday, and we are grateful for all the people that's been supporting and coming to our searches week after week. Like they have so much strength. I see people every week, and even weekdays, as I said, Monday, Wednesday, they come, and we put down a time or date or an area that we kind of want to just go look and and do a scout the area. They're there too. They're very willing to give us their time and effort to come and search with us. And but this week was tough. Terrain, we go to bushes, bugs, in our shirts, and we have some ticks that just crawling. And but it doesn't matter. I mean, like, these people volunteers their time, and we really, really appreciate it. And if they could do it, we have to do it as a family. It's like it gives us, for them just to come with us doing the search, it gives us strength. Give us the
encouragement.
Yeah, the encouragement to keep on going. And we could see it in them that they have that love for Maya, and they have that goal. Like, you could just tell from them that they're like, we're not giving up. By the end of the search, we said, it's okay, at least we covered this area, let's move on to the next area. And they would say, we're not giving up on Maya. That's always we hear from them, and it is just overwhelming support from everyone. And even just again, just far from away, and they would say, we'll see their messages, I'm from Africa, I wish I was there with you. I wish I'm close by, I would come and help and support you. So just there's like a lot of love out there. So we are very, very grateful for that. Even though it is exhausting, almost day after day, we're working on how to look for her, to search for her. But it keeps us going. It keeps us going, and we're not gonna give up. We have that mindset that we are gonna find her.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I know how hard this has been. I mean, we're getting to know you folks even more and more day to day, right? And I mean, I even met Scrappy, you know, you know, Scrappy. If you folks don't know, Richard and Mary Chris have that dog is a moose. He's a German Shepherd, but I wanted to know if he came with a saddle when I learned to visit them. And the dog is so sweet, but he's just like your family. And there's an old saying, it goes down the leash, that dogs are so intuitive, right? They pick up on all the feelings of everybody around. And even he was just so gracious. And it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. Well, one of the things that I want you folks to know, and as always, while we sit here tonight, there are millions of folks that are cheering you on, okay, and praying for you, and I think the heavens are open and the heavens are hearing all of the information coming up, and at some point, the great things are going to happen, okay. So one of the things we did, and I want to show you, is after sharing some of the things about Maya, we put a little piece together. Okay, but what I want people to see tonight is my Dillan's in the back room saying, "Dad, you sound like a robot," and that's okay. It's right. It's not about me. This is about Maya. Okay, and the piece here that we're going to show you, okay, I want to talk about who she is for you, your family, and then I know that there's an anniversary coming up on the 21st, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Her wedding anniversary?
Yeah, their anniversary. Yeah.
Yep, May 21st is her anniversary. Okay. So everybody that's watching from around the world, let's give this family some strength through our prayers and through our support for them. If there's a way that they can help, what's the best way, Richard? And by the way, I have to tell you, Richard, man to man, you have been an absolute example of what a husband should do when a family is suffering. Okay. Yeah. I can tell you from many years of experience of seeing many families in your circumstances, I've seen a lot of husbands, and you, my friend, are top shelf. But I do have to tell you, you married up with Mary Chris, and the everybody over there, okay, and you married into this beautiful community here that we all love in San Diego, in Chula Vista, and just everybody in this area, in my opinion, are just great people. And so I want to brace you for what I think is a very sweet piece that Dillan put together with Karen on Maya. So with that, I want to play this for you. And then, so Dillan, let's go ahead and tee this up for a second. And then I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Can you make it full screen, Dill?
Maya Tablanza was born May 1st, 1981 in the Philippines. Her father named her Maya for being born on the first day of May. She is the fifth out of 6 kids in the family, and a bright light to all of her cousins and her family. Her father was a humble laborer, and her mom stayed home raising the children. Maya was a sweet child. When she started grade school, she was top in her class. Her sister Mary Chris remembers how Maya easily memorized pages of her school books and had a photographic memory. Maya always focused on her academics while also participating in extracurricular activities like singing and dancing. She received multiple awards at the end of the 6th grade. When Maya was about 13 years old, her family moved to the state of Hawaii. They had waited years to come to America to start a new life. As one can imagine, coming from such humble beginnings, the opportunity to live in the United States was exciting for her family. Maya started high school, which was located across the street from her new home in Hawaii. She had made the most of what America has to offer. Maya excelled in high school and focused on her schoolwork, while also staying busy with after-school activities and spending time with friends. But life in America, specifically in Hawaii, was difficult for this family in the beginning. The family of 8, 6 kids and their parents, stayed with Maya's uncle in a 1-bedroom apartment for the first few months. Then the family was able to share a 2-bedroom apartment, but it was still cramped for 8 people. They lived in that small Hawaiian home for 8 years. While Maya was sort of a tomboy, she also loved to dress up and attend her high school's formal homecoming dances. Maya graduated from Radford High School in 1999 with honors. It was a great time in her life. Her family says she always dreamed of becoming a lawyer. Maya met Larry Millete while in high school, although he attended a different school. Maya and Larry married on May 21, 2000, when Maya was 19 years old. Maya attended the University of Hawaii for a few years, and Larry enlisted in the U.S. Navy, completing his training in Virginia. The couple eventually moved to San Diego. Maya completed her college education and graduated with honors from the University of California, San Diego, with a degree in international studies. After graduation, she worked at a law office and eventually became a contract specialist for the U.S. Navy. Maya always wanted to become a mom, but she wanted to wait to be able to financially provide for her children. The couple were married for 10 years before she had her first baby. Maya was so excited to become pregnant. The couple has 2 girls, ages 11 and 8, and a 4-year-old son. The children are Maya's pride and joy. At this time, the couple had moved to Murrieta, California. This was their home. Maya was a doting mother and enjoyed volunteering at her children's schools. She loved her girls and dressed them alike, even though they are 3 years apart. She loved to plan her children's birthday parties and was very close to her 5 siblings and her parents. She came from a tight-knit family who always supported one another. Maya has close friends from grade school and high school and was well liked by co-workers who said she treated everyone on her team with equal respect. Maya's love of nature and the outdoors led her to enjoy hiking. About a dozen years ago, before she and Larry had their kids, the couple took a trip to the Grand Canyon in Arizona. Over the last year or more, Maya was planning her upcoming 40th birthday celebration, an overnight camping trip in the Grand Canyon with her 3 closest friends. She talked about the plan for months and started physically training for the challenging adventure. Since she was young, Maya was playing guitar. Her love of life can be heard and felt through her love of music.
So far from where I've been. I got my eggs, got my pancakes too. I got my maple syrup, everything but you. I break the yolk to make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. Like the spots above the room, leave my keys in the door. I never put towels on the floor anymore, 'cause the dreams like paper, it was more than news. My heart's been broken for people being used. Put on my coat in the pouring rain. I saw a movie, it just wasn't the same. 'Cause it was happy, I was sad, and it made me miss you. Oh, so bad, 'cause dreams last so long. Even after you're gone, I know you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. I go by my business and I'm doing fine. Besides, what would I say if I hit you on the line? Same old story, not much to say. Hearts are broken every day. I brush my teeth and put the cap back on. I know you hate it when I leave the light on. I pick a book up and turn the sheets down, and then I take a deep breath and a good look around. Put on my PJs and hop into bed. I'm half alive, I'll be alright. I shouldn't think anymore tonight, 'cause dreams lie so long. Even after you're gone, I know you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. You were meant for me, and I was meant for you.
Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things, folks. Maya is missing. And what we just saw there was a very beautiful woman, mother, citizen of San Diego, Chula Vista, amazing singer, amazing soul, amazing spirit. And what strikes me is her sister, her family is out in the desert as I'm sitting here right now, and they're looking for her. But others are doing nothing. And this is where we come in, and where this platform, and where we come in together as a community. And I know some of that was, the pretense of it was potentially past tense, but no, the past tense of this whole scenario for her is we don't know where she is. And so we have to become her voice. Her children deserve that voice. Her family deserves that voice. And, her anniversary's coming up. She missed her daughter's 11th birthday. Everything that I'm learning about Maya is she is extremely warm. She's extremely loving. She's that girl growing up who could hang out with anybody. Boys, girls, you name it, Maya could hang out with them. She was that tomboy, yet then she was that girly girl for the prom and for all of the important events. She's intelligent, extremely intelligent, graduating, the top of her class, not only in high school, but in college. She is the type of woman who's amazingly organized and structured. This is completely off the wall for anybody to say that she just walked away. It doesn't work like that. And I think we all understand what that means. Okay? So our responsibility as just people, all good people, is to give her a voice and to help. If we can help, whatever that piece of that puzzle is, help the family. They've set up a GoFundMe page. Go over there. If you can help them. Don't give me money. I don't need the money. Okay? They need the help. Go over there and help them if you can. It helps the searchers. It helps the search parties. It helps, pay for, if Richard and Mary Chris are, down in their camper, for 3-4 days. They've given up a lot of work. And I know they're not going to ask for it because, I know they won't. That's just how they are. Okay. But I can ask for them. I can. Okay? And in this, in until there are answers about where she is, the prayers, the love, the kindness that you can give to continue to support this family is grateful. And I know they are grateful for all that you've done, even up to this point. They're grateful for the investigations going on. They're grateful for the community, the neighbors, the friends, all of you who have stepped up to help out. I mean, Billy, an amazing human being. You know, he's amazing. And now it's us together collectively. My wife will tell you, she knows me. When I get onto something, I'm not letting go. Okay? And I am definitely not letting go. I am sitting here in San Diego as we speak because Maya Millete deserves a voice. And that voice needs to start coming from, quite frankly, those who are closest to her. And that voice needs to be loud. And it needs to be heard. Silence is deafening in this case. And my experience tells me that silence is never a good thing when it's all over. Ask Barry Morphew how it went. The messaging here tonight about Maya is she needs a voice. And so I'll extend this platform again to anyone looking to discuss Maya. And I'll just, start with Larry. Larry, I'd love to talk to you and have a civil conversation about that day and how I can help you, help her, and help find her. Maybe there's things you know that we don't know. Maybe there's information you have that you would want to share to the world, to the community. Maybe your parents know information. Maybe Uncle Ricky knows information. Aunt Kathy. Remember, your families have been together since you were in high school. This is not an adversarial problem. This is a situation that can have positive or negative effects based on what we do or don't do. And the perception right now is the quieter things are from one side, it just, it doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right. And so if you're watching tonight, I want you to consider your wife needs to have a voice and justice needs to come. Okay? It needs to come forward and discussions need to be had, whatever they may be. Okay? Because, quite frankly, I think this platform and others they're not going away. We're not going away. I can promise you that. Okay? So you need to think about this and you need to communicate. Your daughters have grandparents. I've met your in-laws, all of them. I'd love to meet yours. I've met Maya's mom and dad. These are very humble, warm people, and you know that. You married into this family. These are beautiful people that came from humble beginnings, and they came here to talk about or to bring a better life. And I'm sure your folks are the same way. This opportunity is presented to you for your wife. And I pray that you'll take advantage of it and call me. I'll make sure that there's a way for you to get hold of me. Or if I call you, you'll take my phone call. But either way, I'm hoping that you reconsider and get a lot of information, or put some of your information back out. I got to be honest with you. I think, you've been quiet, and you have your reasons. I'm sure of it. I want to talk about the reasons. I want to talk about your wife, and I want to talk about you. I'm sure Chris and I'm sorry, drop that on you. The audio in itself will be put it,
Sorry, Chris, we can't hear you.
put it together. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hear me now? For a minute.
Okay. Can you hear us now, then, Chris? Or sorry, we couldn't really hear you at all.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm breaking up. So let me see if I can. Let me see. Just stay there for a minute. I'm going to reboot and I'll come right back. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Hang on for a minute. I'm sorry. How about now?
Yeah, it's a lot better. Yeah.
Okay, I apologize. It's modern technology here. Modern technology. So there's a crossroads, and what we're going to do is we'll put that up later again and with better sound and everything, so that it doesn't sound disruptive here. Back to bed. My Dillan's keeps sending me text messages. I'm back to bed. What do you folks thinking about next steps for you folks, and what do you want to have the world? What would you want the world to know? Because there's a lot of people on here tonight, and they know you're out there working hard. What can I help you help them?
Well, like we always say, thank you for all the support. The Tabalanza family really needs it right now. And we can't let this become a cold case. That would be our nightmare. The worst case scenario for us for this case to become a cold case. And I mean, I know,
That ain't gonna happen.
It's like people like you, Chris, and your family, and Billy, and the community is just coming together, pushing the story, throwing it out there so it doesn't get forgotten. And so we're just, we sound like you said earlier, we sound like a broken record, but we do thank everybody from our bottom of our hearts.
Right.
We're just so grateful for everybody. We can't do this alone. It takes a community, and we're just blessed to have everybody on our side.
We were asking. I know with prayers has been coming sent our way, and you did mention, people around the world maybe that wouldn't be able to reach out. You did said we are kind of don't ask anything, but it's been 4 months, and any help. Actually, my husband and I always not people that we asked. We are more of the giving kind people, and I will pick up the tab. If we go out, that I will be the one to pick up the tab and not have somebody pay for me. That's the type of person that we are. But in this case, we are asking for help. It's been 4 months. It's been tough for for me and my husband especially, because this is our priority right now. As I haven't gotten back to work, and it's been taking a toll on us too financially. But if
We need to find our sister.
yeah, anything will do, and any help will do, and yeah, as long as we're not giving up. I'm not going. This is our priority for me and my husband and the rest of my family is to find her before we go back to our, if we can go back to our lives. So our life is on hold right now, but yeah, our priority is to find her.
Yeah, and I know that you're a very accomplished woman as well, Mary Chris. I mean, you're a nurse. You've been taking care of people all your life. Richard, I know you're a successful businessman with a company that runs off-road. You fix off-road motorcycles and ATVs, and you have this off-road company that you've kind of sacrificed to kind of do what you're doing here. And so, guys and gals, if you get a chance, and you need some off-road motorcycle work or ATVs or trucks or you name it, Richard's your guy. He's your guy. If at some point we'll put your company down so that we can help you, maybe get some business that way as well. He's an amazing human being, and this is an amazing family. And I, when I sat down with them, I knew they weren't going to ask. and I said, well, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask for you. And so we've got the greatest mods, in my opinion, on YouTube in our group. So mods, is there a way you can put the link to the GoFundMe page again? And then Richard, we need to we'll get your business, and we want to make sure that if people need motorcycles fixed or anything like that, we'll get that out there as well, to help drive some business to help support your family during all of this. Because I know what kind of guy you are. I mean, you were fixing things when I pulled up, and I was, man, I love this guy already, and but this is the real deal here. This is the real deal for you. You're sacrificing everything to find Maya. And so, there are people here. There are people here that will help. And if they can, because I know you have been staying away from work now almost 4 or 5 months now. And so, Dillan, maybe we can find that, make sure we put their GoFundMe page in the chat here. And I know our mods, I know that Miss Sophia and Maui Girl, aloha everybody from that side. If we can make sure that, hang on for a minute, Dylan's asked, GoFundMe, sorry. Okay, so here's some good news, okay? We're going to go down together on Tuesday. We're meeting with Chula Vista Police Department, your family. I'm in the background. You know how that works. But that's a good sign. Okay, that's a good sign. And so let's keep them in our prayers that meeting goes well. I'm sure it will. The investigators, are anxious to sit down and have a great conversation. So I'm sure it's going to go well. I do apologize, everyone, if you're joining with me tonight. I'm in an undisclosed location, and my internet for some reason has decided to go wonkers tonight. That's an old word for crazy. But I'm hoping you're getting the message. everything should fall into place here. Okay, so let's go around there it is right there. So Mimi J2, thank you so much for putting her GoFundMe page in there. And I just want to send our love for everybody that's been supporting this beautiful family and for helping on those searches. I know Mary Chris and Richard says it a million times, but I just want everybody to know from the YouTube community and all the other creators out there, let's ramp it up. Let's ramp it up. Let's make Maya a household name around the world, so that when somebody walks into a supermarket, they think Maya. When they hear music, they think Maya. Okay? When they pick up a Martin guitar, they think Maya. Okay? And so we need to ramp it up as a YouTube community and make sure that we keep her in the forefront. I've got to say, you guys have been amazing doing that, and keep doing that. This is about your family. This isn't about us. This is about your family and how we can help you. Okay. So it sounds like I'm breaking up based on what people are hearing me. Can everybody hear what we're saying over here? If you give me a 1 in the chat, that way I know. Thank you, Tina, for donating to Maya's GoFundMe. That's awesome. We're very sweet. Very sweet. I see Michael here. Okay, 1. It sounds like it's working. It sounds like it's working. I apologize. I've got some cracking in my ear here. So one of the things I want, the next phase here. Okay, so let's talk phases of an investigation. Okay, and to kind of give you folks some strength. Okay, the next phase here, as this investigate, these things are very fluid and they're very complicated, as you know. Okay, but here's the good news. I can assure you, based on conversations that we've had, okay, together, and that conversations you're going to have this week, okay, that things are going to keep falling together in the right place. That's okay. You're muted. That's okay. You should see me drive. Okay, it's crazy. Okay, okay, you're back. I love it. That's awesome. So what the next phase here is next week after you sit down with everybody. The one thing that we have to be careful is make sure we don't compromise the investigation which you guys have been doing. Okay, so patience is really important, and I know you folks have been doing that. And Kelly, I don't know where the typing is coming from. It's actually not typing; it's just feedback, and I apologize for that. For some reason, it's cracking in Celtic Girl, and I think it's just my internet connection. So please forgive me. It's really bad. It's really bad. But that said, I cannot wait to see what kind of progress is made next week. Okay. Let's see here. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. People are complaining about the cracking, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay, because we're here to find Maya. It sounds like eating chips. Somebody says eating chips. All right. Well, there's the GoFundMe page. You know what? Let's go ahead and see if there's a couple of questions that come in here. I'll answer the questions. So unless it's something obviously that's crazy, it's your headphones. That's what somebody said. All right. So hang on. I'm going to turn off the headphones. Is that any better? No. Oh, no. All right. It's Buddy munching chips. Didn't make a difference, did it? Exactly. Don't do anything to your headphones, Dylan just said. All right, so there's the GoFundMe page, folks. Get over there, support this family, help them. They're out there every single weekend and more and more. And I mean, you guys have been absolutely amazing, and they need your help. They need your support. They've sacrificed in their businesses and their family life, and they use, and I vouch for them. They have been using that GoFundMe to pay for searching, to pay for food, to pay for RV space if they need it out there. But all of this money is accounted for 100%, unlike others that we're aware of in other cases. Not this family. This family is above the line times 10. Okay? And so feel confident that if you donate, that it's going towards Maya's searching efforts. Okay, so don't worry, and I know they're very appreciative of each of you for doing this and for doing that. And they won't ask you, but I can, because I'm kind of that way right now. And we love this family, and we want to help them in any way that we can. So one of the questions is, how are the children doing? Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah. As far as we know, the last time we kind of not really saw them was on last Friday during the search warrant when we went to their house. So we don't really have any communication with the kids. But I'm not sure, but we are working with a family lawyer. Hopefully, we'll have some visitation for my grandparents. I mean, from my mom, from my mama and my papa, to be established soon. So, we're working with their lawyer. So, that is being worked on.
I can't hear a word you said, but I know it was beautiful. So I know it was beautiful. Whatever you just said these things just died. So that's okay. That's okay. But okay. So next question. All right. Good. You're going to answer all these questions. I love it. This is great. Okay. We can hear you. Okay. Oh, there it is. Is the best way to fund them or an alternative way? Yeah, that's the best way, right? The GoFundMe? That's the best way to help for the search?
We also have a VENMO account. Because some people doesn't have a VENMO account. The VENMO actually doesn't take any percentage from the donations. But because the GoFundMe has some percentage that they actually take out, so we created a VENMO account. So people that wants to also donate through VENMO, they could also do that. So we do have a VENMO account and a GoFundMe account.
What's the VENMO?
It's Find Maya.
It's Find Maya. You want to let them know?
Yeah. So the VENMO account is Find Maya.
Is it Help Find Maya? Oh, yeah. Find Maya.
I think it's help Find Maya.
So just text that to me, and we'll get it in the description below. Okay. So folks want to Venmo directly. That's perfect. Yeah, Dylan just said, what's the Venmo? Perfect. Dill, what else you got here? Let's put another question up. Okay, I'm back. I can hear you again. Okay, I'm back here. Let's see here. It sounds like somebody's what's the Venmo account name?
I believe it's find Maya Millete. It's at find Maya Millete, and it does have ask for a code, and it's 7200. I'll go ahead and I'll probably text you that also, Chris, and maybe we could just put it on the message.
Yep, guaranteed. Okay, so let's see here. If there's another question. Even Dillan fell out of here, so let's see what we got here. Some of these, I just want to make sure they're good here. Audio is horrible on both sides. Yep, thank you very much. Is it Help Find Maya? Is it at Help Find Maya?
So we're not 100% sure.
You know what? And this,
Let me find out.
and you know what's amazing about this is this just goes to show you the kind of people that you are and how focused you are. That all of this other stuff is secondary to that. I apologize. Okay. Venmo is at Help Find Maya.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mar of Light. You're amazing.
Did you find it? You found it?
Yeah. Yeah, because we usually we have it on the flyers, and most of the time it's on the Facebook page, and the fun thing, I don't usually take a look at it, because we have my two of my sister-in-law are in charge of that. So the Venmo account, one of my sister-in-law is in charge, and the GoFundMe account is my other sister-in-law, Trix. Genesis is in charge with that. So I don't usually take a look at it. So they were the one that has that delegated job.
So, Richard, that one's yours.
So small I can't even read it.
It says, what's the name of Richard's business if we want to help him?
It's Speed Motorsports LLC. It's an off-road rebuild motors. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it on here, but pretty much I just rebuild motors for off-road vehicles.
Okay, so
Racers, whatever.
Maybe I can link that too if you want. You just tell me what you want to do and I'll link it in here as well, okay? At some point. Okay, so it sounds like we've got a lot of static going on here, and I am so sorry that that's happening, but I just also want to make sure that folks are able to help you in any way that they can, and then we're going to have another report next week on an update status. So I'm going to go ahead and you folks stay here, but I'm going to go ahead and call it for a little bit till I can get this internet thing fixed. And then so everybody, I just want to tell you so much, or thank you so much for being here tonight, for supporting this beautiful family. I'm telling you, hold on, put your seatbelt on. There's going to be a lot more coming in the next week or two. Trust me. There's a lot of things that, are potentially could be moving. So at some point, we'll all know, and then we'll bring justice for Maya. So with that, Dillan, go ahead and take us out for the evening. Our mods, we love you. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you again shortly. Go ahead, Dill.
Hard working every day, I'm stressed out 24/7, babe. No timeouts, wish we could fly away. You and I go to our favorite place. Oh yeah, make special memories together. I'll be your company now and forever. I say we fly away, you and me, go to our favorite place. Feeling the sun on my face in Hawaii, with you, with summer breeze.